They'll need to get the play off quickly. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Baker, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll keep it on the ground. Baker. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken around the 12. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. And the D looking like they may blitz. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there, second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
It just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Defense showing blitz.
Here we go. Leopard.
Back to throw. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation. Gun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now a handoff looking right. He's to the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Still 9 yards to go on third down. He'll drop to throw. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Here's the Panthers punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looking to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run on first down. Baker. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down, Baker. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Slot man moves right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An update now from Oakland, and an early advantage in that one for the Giants. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, it's Cobb. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And his kick is good. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Carolina getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eric Armstead busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher.
Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. They've gone to the 2nd quarter now in Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead, and we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
third and long. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll keep it on the ground. Baker, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Reuben Foster in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The Panthers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And the kick by Butker is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, that's Patton. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll here will come at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
All right, now, look at 56. Here we go. No, check. Leopard.
On third down, it's Cobb. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter in Denver. The Broncos, they're just pouring it on in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They go play action here on first down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Niners on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Here we go now. All right, now. No. Detroit!
On first down, Baker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go. Gone! Over! All right, here we go. All right, now, Detroit!
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Detroit!
They'll keep it on the ground. Baker, they'll get only a couple down to the 44. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Allen has it left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Let's go!
On 3rd down, it's Patton, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
39! Gone! Detroit! Over! Hurry up, here we go! 3:19!
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Watch it now, Barney!
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now they try the right side here. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Niners on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is third down and 12. Here's Cobb. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
They'll drop to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time...
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here we go now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 16. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Watch it now, Barney. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, they'll throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Here we go. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is...
People tryna say I'm only enemy. Got a cold with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy.